Hi everyone, Kathy back with Big Barn Blooms. And I posted a picture earlier of this great welcome sign that I decorated. It's pretty long, so it's hard to get the whole thing in the shot. But I'm going to show you how to embellish it with flowers and burlap ribbon. So we'll put this one aside, it's already done. Let me bring out a blank. So I started with the basic welcome sign. I picked this up at my favorite store, Hobby Lobby. And I started by drilling 2 holes up in the corner of the sign. I put them kind of at an angle because I want my flowers to be at an angle around the sign. I'm trying to avoid getting them too close to the W so we don't cover it up with the flowers. So once you've drilled your holes in your sign, then you're ready to begin. And I build 2 little bouquets. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm starting with, I've got some eucalyptus, I've got some fern, and some little white flowers. So I'm going to start with the eucalyptus, put the fern in there, and what's great about this eucalyptus, this came on a really long stem from Hobby Lobby, as you can see here, and I just cut some pieces off of it. So once you take a piece off of it, once I get this all on, I can bring the eucalyptus forward, so it's great. So I'm going to start with that. Might bring a few little pieces forward here, and then I can bend my fern any way I want it, and I'm going to put the little white flowers here, and I'm leaving a space down here because we're going to put a burlap bow. So when I have those 3 elements together, I'm just going to take them and zip tie them together. Super simple. Make sure your zip tie is the right direction. Kind of helps. And just set it on your sign or on your table when you're working. Twist your flowers the right direction. Now if they shift while you're zip tying, they're all on wires, so you can bend them once they're all secure. So we're going to secure this one with the zip tie. Pull it tight with your needle nose. And then cut off the excess. And then we're going to make a second. If you hear the girls are in the background, they're watching a movie, so you might hear a little background noise. And those are my granddaughters. So I've got these, and I'm going to even these guys up a little bit. We have this extra little leaf that'll never show, so I'm going to cut that off, and I might use it in the middle later. So if you cut little pieces off, save them. You never know when you're going to need them for filler. So I have these together, so I'm going to zip tie these. And we're going to pull this tight and cut off the excess. So once you have those 2 little bundles made, aren't they cute, little bundles? Now we're going to put the bundles together to make a little swag. Oh, and that one's a little uneven, we cut that off. So just bring them. We're going to leave room in the middle here for our bow, but to start off with, I want to secure these 2 together so then I can attach a bow. So another zip tie, yeah, you use quite a few, but it's okay. You're never going to see them when we're done. So we're going to do this, put them next to each other, line them up, and then pull your zip tie tight. Okay, and then cut the excess off. So this is the start of our little swag, and you can see how it's going to fit nicely up here on this welcome sign. But let's finish it. So I've pre-made a little burlap bow here. Just fold it over, a very simple bow. I've demonstrated this bow on a few of my tutorials, and I've secured it with a zip tie, and now I'm going to secure it to the little swag. So just take another zip tie, and on this you can literally just run it through the other zip tie here. So you can get it in there, which is a little difficult because I've zipped it so tight, but you can do it. Just work with it a little bit. Find a place that's got a little gap. All right, and then bring it to the middle, as you can see. So we're gonna bring that forward, pull the zip tie through, and then we're gonna zip tie it to our little swag. So just pull it around and back, and secure it. Okay, cut off your excess. Now that's secure. Now we're going to do one more set of zip ties. We're going to end up fluffing these, you know, now that it's all together. We can kind of pull these little ribbons apart. But we are going to take this and we are going to secure it to the sign with another zip tie. So let's go through the back of this. We are going to start in the back of the sign and we're going to bring the zip tie up through the back. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty good. So let's bring that up and then we're going to set the sign or set the swag, and I'm going to bring this through the swag, not through the front, but just I'm bringing it through the branches, as you can see there, okay? And then flip your arrangement, come through the other side, and we're going to go back down through the other hole in the sign. Really, really simple. It secures it really, really well, and you don't have to worry about it falling off. So once you get that all fed through, before you pull it tight, you're going to want to kind of play with your swag a little. I don't want to cover up my W, so I'm trying to think which way I want to go with this. I think we'll pull it this way. Yeah, we're going to pull it like that, and then I can bend these when I'm done. So when you have it pretty much in the direction you want it, just flip your sign over. You can't hurt these flowers, remember, they're all silk. We can bend them and refluff them. But flip it over, and then we're going to tighten this last zip tie. This is a super simple project, and it's awesome. Like, this is a welcome to our porch sign, which is really fun to decorate your porch. And again, you could take this off, just snip the zip tie, and you could change this little flower arrangement that you have on there for the season. So in the fall, build a little fall one. I kind of did something similar on the big welcome sign for my 4th of July display. But I kind of like this style sign too. So now we have it attached. So now we can fluff. We can bring the tails down and around and up. Kind of fluff your bow a little bit. And then we'll mess with the flowers, but I want to concentrate on the middle because we have to finish this. So I want to put a little succulent in the middle. Won't that look cute? So we got our glue gun here, and that's going to also cover up our little zip tie there. So slather this pretty good with glue. Don't be chintzy on your glue. You want it to adhere pretty good. And then we're going to place it right down on top. Hold it for a few minutes and let it sink in. So that's going to attach. And now I'm going to add, this is the fern that I used on the swag, so I'm going to cut a few pieces just to place in between the little loops of the bow. And that should finish it off. But I love doing the little signs. I mean, you can do any sign, and if I get this done quickly, how many minutes are we at? 8 minutes, we'll have time. I'm going to do a small sign that you could hang on a gallery wall in your home. If you have family pictures or any type of display in your home, I have a little sign that's so cute. And I want to show you, it doesn't matter if it's not a real big sign, you can do a little tiny arrangement. So I have a few of these pieces. I'm just going to add some glue. And again, I'm using a glue gun instead of a skillet because I want to have a little more control over the glue and get it right into the section of this fern that I want it, instead of having a big glob. It's important too when you're doing delicate projects like this, because I don't want to dip it in a glue skillet and then have it drip onto my ribbon. So we're just going to put this in between and then take the two sides of each little bow loop and then just push it in there. So, and you just add until you feel like you've completed your design. Sometimes less is more. Some people like a little bit more and fuller. So just add it based on what you like. I'm gonna put a little another piece over here. And it just kind of finishes up. Really, really nice. A little more glue. And then let's put another piece down here. Coming down. Now this comes over the W, but it's so light and airy that it's not going to bother it. So now you can kind of fluff the rest of your flowers. I'm fluffing my eucalyptus, bringing it forward like that on both sides. You guys can see that, and out here. And then remember this little piece that we had left over? So this I could really just stick right in here, and then we'd have a piece coming out from the succulent. So let's do that. Scraps are great, you can always use them. So we're just gonna stick that right down in there. So we have a little bit of eucalyptus there. And let me grab another little piece because I really like how that looks. So I'm gonna take it off the other little stem over there. And let's put some on this side. But what a great way to dress up a sign. Signs are like all the rage right now. And you know, I love the signs, but I like being able to embellish them, make them look a little bit more special. So there's our welcome sign. Not bad. So 11 minutes, 12 minutes. So let me try to do another one for you really quick. Hopefully we can get this in under 15. Stick this back here. So this is a little sign that I embellished. I'll show you it completed. Isn't that cute for a gallery wall? And let me show you how to put this on. Let me grab it. And if it cuts off, I'll try to post the video. It'll be on Facebook for sure because I don't have a limit, but we'll see how it does with Instagram. So we're gonna cut this. I'm gonna use a tiny little pick for this one. We're gonna cut that. We're gonna use a piece of this, and I cut a little piece off of this that we're gonna put with this. And the same principle, we're gonna zip tie this. I'm gonna go pretty quick so I can get this in, but I wanna show you that you can embellish the tiny signs and they're just as cute and just as easy. Pull that tight. So these little picks they sell them at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. They're usually under $5 when they go on sale, you know, $2, $3. They're super inexpensive. So what I'm gonna do is work on putting this up in this corner here. So we've got that. We are not going to be using any ribbon on this because it's so small. So I'm just gonna take this now and I'm going to run my zip tie up through the sign, if I can find the hole. And then I'm going to bring it through that and back down. So once you have it secured or through the loops, then you can kind of position it. Again, we don't want to cover up our words, so you've got to kind of play with it a little bit. And then we'll try to bend it when we're done. Okay, so flip it over. And we're going to pull this tight. And clip it. Okay, so now flip it back over and you've got the star. So now take this, bend it a little bit, get it where you feel you want it. And then we're gonna add some little ranunculus to this. So I'm just gonna add a little glue, stick one on this side. I'm gonna stick another one on the other side. This is power crafting, people. And then I have a little bud that I'm gonna use. So we break up just the two. So I'll put a little bud in the middle there. Which kind of finishes it off. It covers our zip tie. And there you go. You've got a cute little sign. See how easy that was? So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this very quick tutorial on signs. So don't be afraid if you buy something for the wall and it's a little plain, add a little something to it. Thanks for following and watching my videos on Big Barn Blooms, and I'll have more for you later. Bye guys.